Hello everybody, welcome to another video of Gas or Trash, the video where I complain about the horrible decision that Maysto made in 2005. And speaking of Maysto, in this video I actually have a car that I just picked up today from Costco for like 25 bucks. It is the Aston Martin Valkyrie. And it looks really yellow on the camera, but it's like a greeny yellow color in reality. Well, let me see if I turn on my camera if you can see it. Nah, not really. Oh well, doesn't matter. Anyways, so this is the car that we're gonna be reviewing. So we've done the CLK GTR street version and the Countach so far. Those are the only two we've done. There hasn't been a single Burgo diecast, or however the hell you pronounce it, and here. Anyways, as I said, I just picked this up today, so it isn't brand new because I already opened it up once, and so the stickers on the doors are missing, but the elastics around the trunk and the hood are still there. Alrighty, and there we are. Hold on, let me set this up a little higher. There we are. So there it is. The Maysto Aston Martin Valkyrie. Very nice, very nice. So we have to now cut the elastics off. Just ignore the tool I'm using. I was too lazy to find a pair of scissors. 1, 2. There you go. See like how easy that is. I'm trying not to scratch the car as I do that. With a rusty pair of whatever the heck those are called. Now here comes one of the annoying parts, is getting, oh, and they're both off. There's something underneath this car actually that usually isn't there. Also, another thing I noticed quickly that I want to bring up is the Maysto logo change on the diecasts. Now it's this little like license plate design, and before it was never like that. It was just the Maysto logo. I'll probably pull up a before and after right now on screen so you can see the difference. But yeah, I just noticed that the other day with the new diecast that they released. And another thing is the other vehicle I picked up today, it actually has a completely different base. The way it's built is like completely different. I'm guessing it's because it's a big car. It'll probably be in like the next set of cars. Anyways, so there's something under here. It actually comes with this little tool to open the whatever the hell you want to call that, the hood, I guess. It's weird. It's like if you have a trunk in the front, it's called a frunk. But then if you have a hood in the rear, it's just still called a hood. It has, I'd say that's pretty good for a Maysto diecast when it comes to steering. Like usually you get maybe there, but this one actually has some decent steering. Oh, there we go, that's better. Alrighty, now let me open this thingy-mabobber up and we can get the hood opener 2000 tool. Tape stick to it. That's very interesting. Now I've had 2 modern Maysto cars. This makes me want to open some of my other cars that I've yet to open completely. I have so many in-box Maisto cars that I haven't even touched. Because Costco usually stocks them sometime around the summer, like June, July, like those months. So I usually will end up going there, and then I'll get a ton for my birthday, and then I can't touch them until the 27th of August, because that's my birthday. And eventually, when I do get them, then they just end up staying in their packages. It's funny. Ah, I see. Okay. So it's got a little... So there's the little thing. It's all folded, but you can get a vibe of what they're going for. Can't use the flashlight with the ultra-wide lens. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so you're supposed to, like, do this whole thing to open up the hood. I don't like this hood on the Valkyrie at all. Like, it's really finicky. The hood is plastic, though, which I think is interesting, since most Maisto cars actually don't have plastic hoods, and they usually just use metal parts, but I guess for the carbon fiber, that it makes sense. It's got a nice, relatively well-detailed engine. That's something I noticed on some of my newer Maisto cars, is they brought back one of my favorite things that Maisto cars have been lacking, is multi-piece engines. That's one of the reasons why I love Burgo cars, because they have, like, almost each individual piece of the engine is, like, separate. Like, they're, like, the intake's different from the, like, exhaust manifold. Like, everything is separate. It's not just one single piece of plastic that you slapped in the engine bay and put, like, Lamborghini on it. Like, it's not that. And I know it's also part of the reasons because the cars are newer and then they have to put, like, plastic over top of the engine or whatever. But I just like the old design. Another thing that I just realized now, it's actually got windows on the doors. That's another nice detail there that I find a lot of diecast lack, is actual, like, windows on the doors. One thing that I was actually pretty surprised with the Valkyrie was that the frunk opens up. Now, you know how I did the whole thing about how the Lamborghini Countach could hold a Tandy 1100 FD? I think that the best you're gonna fit in there is, like, hold on, there you go. I think the best that you can fit in there, maybe a DS if you're lucky. Very small hood, like really tiny. So yeah, that's or not small hood, very small frunk. Like, at that point, what's the point of even having a frunk? Like, you can literally fit a phone in there. And that's it. Like, that is genuinely so tiny. Like, there's no point in that at all whatsoever. Oh well, I didn't work at Aston Martin when they made this, so so like I said, the tape has gone off the doors, but the doors actually open up like that. I actually really like the way that the doors open on this. I think it's very neat. Now, one problem I have with this car, and I noticed this when I checked it out the first time, is the passenger side door does not stay up, like, at all. You can push it, like, all the way to the very end, and it will not stay up. So, that's just, like, a little problem with it, is that only the driver's side door stays open. And, like, the driver's side door, you can feel the difference between the two. There's more friction on the driver's side door, which allows it to stay up when it's open. But the passenger side door, there's no friction, really, which just makes it go back down. So, shame. Also, the hood also doesn't stay open. The hood falls to this, level, and then this is why I don't like the hood. It's really, really, really flimsy feeling, and I'm scared to open and close it. Also, you don't actually need this piece to open the hood. You can just like take the little fin part and you can open it up with that, or just not use that at all and open it, and you don't have to use the actual piece that they give you. But it is a nice thing to have. So there's the license plate there, it says Valkyrie, and the front plate also says Valkyrie. The interior is nicely detailed. I like the steering wheel, and the steering wheel is actually also linked up with the steering, if you can see that. One thing that I never really noticed, I guess because I've never seen a real Valkyrie, is how far the exhaust sticks out from the rest of the car. Like, look at that. At least I think that's the exhaust. Again, like I said, I've never seen a real Valkyrie, so yeah, very interesting. So ignore that. There's a dog in here with me, so it's currently licking the floor. But yeah, the wheels have the Aston Martin logo. You know, I really wish Maisto added like little facts about the car, like weight, horsepower, all that, like on the Hot Wheels Elite 64 series, because according to Hot Wheels, this car that was built for lightweight, aerodynamics, and speed apparently weighs 22,000 pounds, which is like 4 times the weight of the brand new BMW M5 that people are joking about how heavy it is. So yeah, I really want that Elite 64 Valkyrie, but just because of that error, I think that's funny. The fact that the car weighs 22,000 pounds. But, yeah, so I guess, I'll show, like, all the different pictures of it and everything, and yada, yada, yada. Wow, look at that angle. Oh my gosh, look at the steering wheel. It looks so cool. Yeah, this is sweet, man. Cool Valkyrie. Alright, now it's time for the final review. So I rate it out of how much I like the car, and I rate it on the level of detail and whatnot that the car actually has. So I'd say that the first part of this, the car, when the Valkyrie first released, I wasn't a huge fan of it. I find this funny because I find when it comes to me, a lot of new cars that get released I don't like, and then they gradually grow on me. Like the C8 Corvette, when it first came out, I was like, oh man, that thing looks like kind of weird. It looks nothing like a Corvette, but it's gradually grown on me, and now I don't mind the design of the C8. And what was another car that grew on me? I don't know. Anyways, this is one of those cars. I was like, I never really seen one until, like, I'd already decided that I wasn't a crazy huge fan of them. But I actually don't mind the Valkyrie. It actually looks pretty cool. It's pretty sweet. You can see all the different, like you can completely see through there straight out the front, because that's how they built it, with like aerodynamics in mind and everything, and weight reduction and all that. But it was one of the cars that was released and that grew on me. And so overall, I'd probably give it a 8 out of 10 when it comes to the actual vehicle that it is. I think I gave the CLK GTR a 9 because it wasn't the CLR GTR, the one with the actual spoiler, like the actual one that raced in the Le Mans or whatever.
As Goossens and Ekblom, they've had their troubles. We're on lap 76 and back. Oh my goodness me, that's the flying Mercedes. That is awful. He's landed right off the track. He flew right through the air. The marshals look absolutely stunned. They don't know what to do.
The one that went flying into a tree. So yeah, it gets a 7, which is pretty good. I actually, having this diecast of the Valkyrie has made me like the Valkyrie more. And I've only had this for like 3-4 hours. What the heck? Wait a second. Oh, uh-oh. There's sprue on the spoiler. I'm gonna have to deduct some points for that as well, the sprue on the spoiler. As for the level of detail, I'd say for like the exterior of the car, I'd say Maisto got the details like pretty good. Like it really does look amazing. Then again, I've never seen a real Valkyrie, so I don't know how accurate it is, but I'm guessing that it's very accurate because this is a 1/18 scale diecast, so. But yeah, it's very well made, and I actually really like it. As for the details, which was what I was supposed to be doing, is that like, it looks like a smudge on the hood. I keep seeing like little imperfections on this car, like just slight ones. But, I'd say when it comes to detail, I'm also gonna deduct, I'd say I'll deduct like, how much? Maybe 0.3 for the sprue on the spoiler, and I'll deduct 0.5 for the fact that the passenger side door doesn't stay open, because that's really something that bugs me. And this deciding what rating it gets has been like almost half the length of this video. Oh well. I gotta think. But I'd say when it comes to the details on it, like it's got a multi-piece engine, the tail lights are really cool, the headlights are cool and everything. It's all very well detailed. So I'd probably give it overall, shoot. I'd probably give it an 8.2 for details again. 1 point is deducted because I don't know, because I just deducted it, and then the other 0.7 or no 0.8 points get deducted because of those problems that I've had with it. Also the license plates. See, the problem with stickered plates is Brago, friggin' whatever diecast, they have the exact same problem because they all had stickered plates. And now, if you look at any, and I mean literally any, diecast from them that had stickered plates, the stickers are coming off. I have an F50 with that problem. I have one that I will not mention that has that problem because it's going to get its whole own video because it is literally like the holy grail of all Rargo diecasts, and it is one that I got like completely out of sheer luck. And so yeah, the sticker plates aren't great, but that is, as of right now, they're still fine. So that's, sure, we'll blame that on the stickered plates. So this gets in total, what did I give it, a 9 on the car or an 8 on the car? I don't know, it gets like a, I don't know, I'll put on screen whatever it gets, and I'll put the scores of the other cars on screen if I care enough to do that. And then we have one more car that I have to do, and so yeah. So there's the Valkyrie. Alright, this is Editing Tyson. Two things. So I forgot about the bonus details for the Valkyrie. But for the bonus details, I think like that's like I gave the CLK bonus details because it came with the actual like the friggin' manual on how to open the trunk or a hood or whatever the hell you want to call it. So for the Valkyrie, I'd probably give it a 6 for bonus details because it came with the actual plastic piece to do it, which was actually really nice. And another thing, holy crap, my voice is so much different now. My voice is so high pitched in this video. Yeah, that's it.